What's up, guys? I got my stitches removed this morning. So I'm getting better. I'm getting better.
This video popped up on my dashboard last night, and boy did I get bummed out watching this. But before we skip ahead, we gotta start at the beginning. So let's go to 2018.
And I was feeling bad, so I just started drinking heavily. I've been drinking out of control lately again. I went to the bar. I had about like 8 shots of vodka. They were called like Purple Ladies or something like that. I'm sorry. And then I was like, man, I went on the street. I was feeling even more depressed. It didn't help. It made me even more in my thoughts. And I was like, man, I'm so depressed. I'm out here drunk. I'm drinking. I'm like a homeless guy. I'm in the streets, right? And so then I went to Rite Aid and I got a Modelo and I got a Corona and I went out and walking the streets again. It was 112 and I passed out. I fainted. I went to go have a cigarette and I was sitting on the side of the street smoking and outside of a Starbucks, actually, funnily enough. And I just remember throwing up. I remember like, oh. Like I was just throwing up all over myself. Someone called the cops, someone called the paramedics because they thought that I wasn't gonna be all right, which of course I wasn't going to be. And I ended up in the hospital. Now,
well, see, all of this was required to get to where I am today. And a lot of people on this channel follow me because I made this video called Withdrawing from Alcoholism like back in 2021. And that video has gotten me like over 10,000 subscribers. So a lot of people here also suffer with drinking things. And once in a while, I do like to talk about it because it does pop in my head every now and again. Not the whole drinking thing, but because that is something that I can never go back to. And I already can hear the comments.
What about the Coors Light box you had in the background of your video, bro? What about that? Huh?
Only people who have gone through this will understand, and that's okay. The content's not for you. A lot of people say, you know, like, oh, once you're a drinker, you can never drink again. But I can honestly tell you that will never happen to me again. And the reason why is it just ruined everything. It took everything out of my life. I was a tweaker. I was a crackhead. I was realistically just like on the streets, dude. Just like trying to buy like natty daddies with money. And so I was still working at Starbucks at this time. It was 2018. And now we're going to skip ahead to 2021. And throughout this whole time, I would get in various situations where they would all be a disaster because of alcohol. At this point, I couldn't also save a penny to my name, right? Everything was going out the door to like alcohol and smoking and things of this nature. And COVID fucked me up bad because I got to stay home. They gave us a free month off with full pay the whole time. And to me, that was the worst thing that could have happened to me at this moment. That meant, let's go to a hotel. Let's go to a hotel. Let's get litty. I did more traveling during that time than I've done in my whole entire life. And what I mean by that is just me like going out, going to different places because everywhere was dead. So you could buy liquor, stay in hotels. But I was so young that it didn't bother me ever. Like, because back in 2018, I don't know, I was like, what, like 23 or 24, dude? 23, I think. I was like, it's fine. I don't even wake up with a hangover, man. It's all good. 2021, 2020, that's when it started hitting me. I was 25, I was 26, I would have bad hangovers. I was starting to get withdrawals yet, but I didn't know what that was. And I didn't care. I didn't care because I was still like, you know what, dude, fuck it, it's fine. I'm still young, I'm 24, I'm 25, it's still a party, who cares? We're having a good time. And I really hated my job, man. I hated Starbucks, I hated it. It got me to the point to where my head, I had to drink there. I drank at work all the time. Every time I was drunk, I was work. Like every time I was at work, I was drunk for like the past 2 years there. The last 2 years, I should say. I was so confident in my ability because I wouldn't be drunk. I would just be slightly buzzed just to keep the withdrawals away. But I would constantly be slightly buzzed. And it got to the point to where I couldn't do it anymore. I would wake up in the morning and I would slam back the half-empty White Claw from the night before. And then I would go to the shower, get out, have another one, go to the work, have 2 more before I started the day. I'm already 4 in, dude. I haven't even started work yet. I would take my hydro flask, fill it full of it, go inside, put another 2 in there. No, it'd be more like 3 in there. On my 10, have another one. By the time I got out of work, I would have already had a 12-pack. And you know what? I was fine. I was okay. I was completely fine. Then I would get home and do the same thing again, but with another 12-pack, right? This was where all my money went. You could see how easily this would drain somebody. And it controlled my whole life. My whole life revolved around alcohol. My main problem in the morning was, how do I keep this cool? I need to get ice. I need to fill up my cooler. I need to make sure that these do not melt in the car. That was my whole process was that. Of course, none of this is real. This is all fake for YouTube, right? None of this is real. This is an entertainment story, okay? None of this really happened. And then I quit my job. And then I really spiraled out of control because Starbucks was like one of the only things like kind of keeping me in the game, just having like a reliable schedule all the time. So then I went to Target, I went to Walgreens, I didn't last long at either. Then I went to 7-Eleven. I returned to 7-Eleven from years and I was like, I like this job. I like this job a lot. And I fell in love with the gas station all over again. And then I had a long drive to work, so I couldn't drink anymore because that would mean I would have to drive all the way to another city and I couldn't drink. So you know what I did? Before I got that job, I said, look, man, this is it. I'm going to take a week. I told my boss, I said, hey, I can start, but I can start in a week. I just need a week to figure everything out, get everything sorted. I'm moving or whatever shit I said. But really, I needed that week so I wouldn't go in there all shaking and all crackheady, right? And it worked. It really worked. But that wasn't the bottom yet. So when people tell me, hey man, look, how did you stop, dude? What do you mean? How did you just stop cold turkey? Well, I didn't do that. I had to get medicine and go into this whole like benzo thing, right? And this is where we go. I went to my friend's house and I was withdrawing from alcohol the week before. So I said, you know what? I'll be fine. I'll just go over there, dude. We'll kick it. We'll have a good time. So I take some benzodiazepines. That was recommended from my doctor. And he said, whatever you do, Ian, don't drink on this. This is how you're done. You won't come back. I was like, okay, that's fine. I got it, dude. Don't worry. I'm seasoned vet. I can handle myself, dude. It's all good. Don't worry about it. I go to my friend's house. I show up. That's all I remember. I woke up with my face looking like that. That's fine. I just got a text. We keep moving and we keep moving forward and we keep pushing and we keep doing our thing. And no matter what happens, no matter what defeats, no matter what, we keep going and we stay strong and we keep moving forward. And that's what I'm doing. And I hope that everybody can see this. And I hope that it can just help you to just keep pushing one more time, one more day, one more hour. I love you guys. Peace, man. I gotta go get myself under control. But I'm so happy. I'm to get ready. I love you guys. I told you guys, I'm not kidding, man. I've really been out here vlogging all this shit for the past 14 years. But this is why I need some dental work, man, because my face still hurts to this day. My teeth are still messed up. It's not because of the soda. And yeah, the right side of my face, or the left side rather, is still like a little numb from it. Every time I shave, it still hurts. So there's definitely something going on there. But that wasn't the bottom yet. But I've never been that low in my entire life. But that didn't fix it. I didn't care. I kept drinking. I was like, hey, it's all good, dude. Now I got a black eye, so I just got to keep going, right? The only reason I put these videos out like this and I revisit this topic every 6 months is because I'm past that part of my life. But I know a lot of people aren't. And I get comments that tell me, hey, bro, like,
so that's a very
keep sharing your journey, man, because it helped me and it can help other people. So
I hate when people
that's why we're here. And sometimes I feel like I deserve it. In a lot of ways, I deserve to walk through this whole saga again because I have to think about these things. Not because I'll ever get back to that point, because I won't. I've never been lower than that. But I feel like I deserve it, you know? Like I deserve like the pain and like the depression from that. I deserve that because all the people that like tried to help me and just the way like just the way people put so much effort into me and I would just like, whatever, I need to keep drinking. And it's just like that took such a part of me away, dude, that I didn't get back for so long. It wasn't until a huge incident after that fact made me stop forever. And after that night where this huge incident happened, I told myself, bro, look, this is it. This is rock bottom. And I've told this story before on the channel, so I don't want to get into it again. This video is already way too long. But that was it. That was the night where I was like, you know what? I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I'm destroying myself. And because of the comment that I got that said, hey, bro, any advice? I wish I had some to give you. I wish I was that person who could counsel you and tell you what to do and how to live your life and how to stop drinking and all these things, but I'm not that person because I think about it, and I don't have any advice, dude, because for me, it took losing like everything. It meant going to the bottom. It was from 2018 to 2022 was just all bad. And the thing that made me quit was just being at the bottom. And I hope that's not what has to happen to you. So the only advice I would give you, man, is this is not the bottom. Whatever bad thing you're going through right now, it gets worse. And it can get a lot worse. And you know how you find out? Is if you keep going down that path. Because that's what happened to me. And I don't recommend that for anybody. So I don't know where I'd go. I don't know why I'm even posting this. I just saw this recommended. I saw the comment about, hey bro, how do you do this? And it just, I start getting into this whole snowball of like, but I deserve it. I deserve it. And then I stopped drinking. And making videos was always a passion of mine. This is something I always cared about since I was a little kid making stop motion Lego films. And finally, I had money. And I had free time. Because all of my free time was spent with drawing and agony laying on the bed. And that was all I would do. My whole day off, I would just lay there like, oh, just miserable pain. And then I locked in. And I started making videos and I started pursuing my passions. And I got another chance. And at the end of that road, I had validation from it, man. Because I was like, look, I quit this horrible thing. And I've stopped doing this. And I got a YouTube button out of it. And this was always a dream of mine since I was 17 years old, 15, no, not even 17, 15 years old. My friend Colin and I always wanted one of this. Now, he's not with us anymore. Rest in peace to Colin from New Orleans. But we did it. And that wouldn't be possible, man, if I was still going down this road to nowhere. I wouldn't be alive right now. So that's something I always think about when I see this. I always think about 2018 to 2022 and what's possible when you get rid of those vices and you don't go down that road anymore. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching, man. And what else can I say? Hope you guys have a good night. Peace.